Hello everybody, and welcome back to a Thinking Pack episode, I think we're 34? I think we're 34. Anyways, this new house, or base, or whatever, that we have been building is very good, except for one major problem with it, and that happens to be downstairs. Let's go ahead and jump down here, because as you can see, there is a point at which the stairs no longer exist. Because our basement is kind of flooded. So, that is what we're going to be working on this episode. And someone in the comments actually had a very good idea for what to do about this. He said you could try ComputerCraft turtles, you know, the thing that we've been using for a very long time this series. ComputerCraft turtles, actually, when they move through water source blocks like this, they actually replace the water with, like, air, basically, as they go through. I'll explain more about that as we go, but anyways, so we're going to be essentially programming a very simple program to try to get rid of all this water that is down in the basement. So yeah, so hopefully you enjoy the video, and see you later! So, before we get into this episode, there's actually just a couple of things I wanted to say that you might have noticed. First of all, I'm trying recording in 30 frames per second instead of 60. We'll see how that goes. Let me know if you guys notice any big difference or whatever, if you think it's worth trying to do the 60. The problem with the 60 is that although it is very smooth, my computer can just barely handle it, so it often jumps frames and stuff. And yeah, so let me know if you notice a big difference. I might still try to push it for 60 in the future, but anyways, yeah. And the other thing is that the fan setup, if you've been watching the series for a while, or if you just happen to have a good setup where you're listening or whatever, you might notice the fans in the background. Yeah, on usual episodes, I changed the fan setup, so it should be quieter, but it also sounds different, so you might notice it more. I don't know, we'll have to see. But anyways, yeah, let me know what you think about the new fan setup, if it's better or whatever. Anyways, let's get into the episode. So what we're going to be doing today, as I said before, is we are going to be fixing this flooding problem in our basement. So currently, we are on we're on Y level 25. If you look on the, let's release my mouse there. Actually, you can't even see my mouse anyways. If you look on the left side of the screen, the top line says Minecraft 1.7.10, then under that it says C something or other, and then E something or other underneath it, and then underneath that it says P something or other, and then it says multiplayer chunk cache, and stuff like that. Then it's got our coordinates, which basically tell us where we are in the world in relation to the center of the world, which is 0. We are, well, 0x and 0z is the center of the world. Y is like the distance up and down, and 0y is actually the bottom of the world, if that makes any sense. So, we are currently on Y level 25. This current house that we're trying to build out of the hole that was dug by our quarry is, like, it goes down all the way to, like, level 1 or 2 or 3 or something like that. So we have a lot of water to clear. And the problem with that, if you're unfamiliar with how the, like, water mechanics work in Minecraft or whatever, the problem with water, I'll explain as soon as we get back upstairs. The problem with water is that you can't just simply send a bucket in and try to get rid of the water. Because what water does is you stick a block or something, or you pick it up with a bucket, you stick that down, and then you discover that you didn't have a pickaxe on you, so you have to go and grab a pickaxe. And sorry, I think I might have just been clipping the mic. It might have been a little too loud. Let me just bring that down a little bit. Let's try. Oh, that's the wrong audio. Hang on, that's why it wasn't changing. Let's try this one. There we go. Okay, let's try that. Anyways, back to the point. The point is that we don't have a pickaxe. So let's go. Oh. Uh-oh. We better be careful because we're going to get ourselves trapped in with cobblestone when we don't have a pickaxe to fix it. We need... Oh, we already have cobblestone. That's obvious. And grab a stick and make a pickaxe like that. And like that. That is a hoe. We need a pickaxe. Not ho 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 because it's not Christmas anymore. There we go. Now let's go ahead and get rid of this. So as you can see, what happens when we break this cobblestone, the water just fills right back in. Because these are what's called source blocks. So essentially, if you notice here, this water is flowing. Essentially, up here, this is a source block. And essentially what happens, so like you can see that more clearly. If I block this off, you can see that the water just sort of stays there stationary. The way water works in Minecraft is you have a source block and then it flows out from that. The water flows 8 blocks over and then it stops. And let me actually show you by digging this way. Which button did I have the shovel on? Yes, it was right here. So you can see the water goes along this way and there comes a point where it just doesn't go any farther. Every block it is slightly less than the previous block, so it flows over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and if you count the first one, that's 8, and okay, my game's getting choppy. That's weird. Maybe 60 actually works better than 30. Anyways, so water will flow for 8 blocks, but these blocks, if you block them off, then it stops flowing, essentially, because that's what's called a flowing water block. So what essentially happens is that over here, this is a, like, what's it called? Source block. This is a source block. And so that will actually, oh, and actually I need that broken there. If it's set up just right, the source block will actually replenish itself. So you can actually get rid of a source block. Like, let's say there's not a good one to do here. Let's say here. If we get rid of that one, this sort of explains what I'm going for. If we plug up that source water block, and so now it's a cobblestone, and then we break the cobblestone, then you can see it refills itself. If instead we do like that, fill in both of them, then you can see they don't refill themselves. Because essentially what's happening is water source blocks, this works with water, it doesn't work with lava, but a water source block will actually fill itself in from source blocks around it. So like if you have here, actually might be easier to see over here. If you have, you can see this block here, not the dirt there, but the block on top of it, the water there. This block of water is a source block, and then this block is a source block as well, and because you have 2 source blocks beside this one, it fills it in. So essentially, let me go and sleep through the night, and let's go ahead and check this out. Do I actually have a bucket? That would help a lot. Is there a bucket anywhere? Let's see. 3, 2, 1, or 1, 2, 3, bucket! Alright, we got a bucket. So, let's try to explain this over here. So, if we break like that, and grab a bucket, which is in slot 9, stick that there like that, and then, so what happens here, this is now a source block. These two are flowing water blocks. If we put a source block here, then essentially what happens is because this block, like this flowing water block has 2 source blocks beside it, it will actually fill itself in. So you can see now we have a complete filled in pool of water, and then what actually happens is that we can just go ahead and take water and it will keep refilling itself. So you can see that it's like, it's what's Stop getting tongue-tied. Okay, it's called an infinite water source. Is essentially what it is. There's another kind that works even better because with this one, this block here only has one source block of water beside it. So if we were to get rid of this one, it becomes a flowing water. And then we can do the same thing. If we get rid of this one, then it's flowing even more, and then we get rid of this one, and then the water's gone. You know? So this is kind of, it's helpful as an infinite source, but it's not the best infinite source that you can make. There's a better kind, which is like this. So if you put it like that, the water, then that one's a source block. These three are flowing blocks, but then what happens is you fill in the opposite corner, and then all of a sudden, once you filled that in, then this water block has two source blocks beside it, and so it becomes a source block, and the same thing with this one. So it would help if I actually had the water to do that with. So you go over here, fill that in, and then you've got a complete like square of source blocks, and then what happens is any of these that you remove, it gets refilled because they all have two source blocks beside them. So that's essentially how water works in Minecraft. And the problem we have in our basement is that the entire thing, just about, is source blocks. So if we head downstairs, you'll see that down here, if we climb back up to the surface again, you see, those are flowing blocks, but this is all source blocks. So if we were to fill that in, and then we go to break this, let's get out of the water so that we break it faster. If we break that, you can see it fills itself back in. So that won't do, because what that means, this looks simple enough. We could just fill this area in with cobblestone, and then we got, like, our flowing water is gone. But the trouble is, there's probably source blocks the next layer underneath. And I'm just thinking I should actually check that. Because if this is the only layer of water on this side of the quarry, because there's also that quarry over there, if this is the only layer of water, then the project we're about to do is kind of pointless. So let's go ahead and check this out. And it would be helpful if I could get out of the flowing water so that I would be able to move properly. Here we go. Okay. And let's do that. And I think I actually need to break through here first of all, but I think I need to block these ones off too, because as you can see, the water is still there. So I blocked off all of the source blocks on this level except for these ones. So let's get rid of these. They look like they're flowing blocks, but they're actually source blocks that are flowing into flowing blocks, if that makes any sense. So break away some of the floor that we put up last episode, or actually in between episodes. And one more row to block off. You can see right away, these have already dropped down, these blocks. And all that we have left is flowing out of this area. So let's go ahead and break that. And there's more to break. There we go. Okay, so once we have this completely filled in, and there's more blocks in the way, and the pickaxe is in that slot. Once we have this completely filled in, then we'll be able to go ahead and break the cobblestone out of the way and see what happens. Okay, there we go. So I think that's all. So you can see, actually, we can already see what happened. So what happened is, if I jump down here, what happened is that, as you can see, we filled in the top layer of source blocks, and that wasn't too bad. But there's another layer underneath. That's why the water is still flowing. Unless, of course, it's just from that... there seems to be a weird glitch where oil and water sort of seem to do the same thing. But... oh, actually, no, you can see... if you look closely up above, you can see that part is flowing, and that part is not flowing. So yeah, so we have like basically a whole basement full of source water blocks. That's going to be a lot of cobblestone to try to get through. So we're essentially going to do a project with a turtle, which, as I said, yeah, it was suggested by like a guy in the comments. If I remember your name right, let me see. I think I wrote it down. I'm horrible with names. Sorry about that. But Lupus 590. Yes, it was suggested by Lupus 590, where I could set up a turtle. As the turtle moves through the source blocks, the turtle actually will like get rid of the source blocks. It destroys them, and so then what essentially happens is that it becomes a non-source block. So obviously, in this situation, as the turtle moves along, the source blocks will be refilled in behind him. So what we need to do is we need to set up a row of turtles. That's what I'm going to try to do. Set them up with a simple program to essentially have a row going along like this underneath the cobblestone where the water actually is. Have a row of turtles going along, and when they go along like that, they will replace all of the blocks in a row with with air, essentially, and the basement will be deflooded. And then they'll just have to go down a layer, and then they'll have to go back, and stuff like that. So anyways, let's go ahead and get that started. If I can get out of here somehow. Like this might be good. There we go. So, we have enough iron for the turtle. Actually, for all the turtles. That particular base there, that particular section of the base that we're working on, is only 9 blocks wide. So, to do this the way I want to do this, and hopefully if this isn't making sense, hopefully it'll make sense as we go. But to do this the way I want to do this, we essentially need 9 turtles. So let's go ahead and get 9 turtles. We got a whole bunch of iron, and nothing else that we need. Okay, let's go downstairs and grab the rest of the stuff. We need plenty of... Oop, get rid of that. We do have plenty of oops around here already. We don't need any more oops. And for some reason, I can't talk today. I keep getting tongue-tied. So we need pistons. We need wood for that. Let's see if you can remember the recipe for a turtle before I can remember the recipe. So we do need redstone. We need some glass panes. And we need some smooth stone. Oh, like that. That would be very good. So we need to make a computer, first of all. And I think it's like that and like that. No. Let's try like that. Oh, yes, there we go. Computer. So let's fill that in. We need 9 of them, and that makes 3. That's not enough. 3 computers. Is there... Oh, yes, there is smooth stone. And you know what? Let's get something else cooking. Let's... ooh, I wonder, actually... Here's an idea. Let's stick a ton of... Oh, I was just thinking we could do lava power in the furnace, but we're not actually ready to do that yet because the lava bucket will last way longer than the cobblestone in the slot will. And what that essentially means is that like if we're leaving and going around and whatever, then the cobblestone in the slot will get used up, and then we'll be wasting lava fuel. So we need to set up automatic furnaces and stuff like that if we're going to do that. So let's just use coal for now. Coal, and fill this in. Fill it in some more. And let's see, 64, 8, 16, 24, 32, and 1, 2, 3, 4 more. That is enough coal to smelt the whole stack. And we're not interested in the glass right now. However, we are interested in the empty furnaces, so let's use this one and stick the cobblestone. That's an axe. Let's stick the cobblestone in there and stick some more coal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there we go. So now they're going to be smelting while we are currently crafting. Let's make some more computers. That's 5 computers. We need 9 of them. Let's start converting them into turtles. I think it's just simply... Actually, we don't even need pistons, do we? Oh, you know what? It would help if I did the right button. There we go. And now let's go ahead and not get the coal. Let's go ahead and stick the redstone in. Is that the wrong recipe for a turtle? I mean, we can get lots of iron leggings, apparently, but that's not what I'm looking for. You know what? Let's go ahead and look that up. Oh, actually, it's a chest, isn't it? It is a chest. We need plenty of wood, then, as well. Let's see what we can do about wood. We got more oak wood. We got more iron ore. That's good. We got a chest. And that's it. And, whoops, don't want the potatoes. Actually, I don't want the cobblestone pipes as well right now. So let's go ahead and get some more wood around the place. So our axe is over there. And here is a nice tree ready to be chopped down for wood. You know what actually we might need to do is if we go up on the surface... Oh, come on. Thank you. If we go up on the top of the hill, I'm planning at some point, next time that it's a good opportunity, because we have enough materials for a while, but I'm planning to set up the quarry for another round of quarry digging. So I think we'll decide where to put that, and then, you know what? I think it might work well to set it up here. Let's check on the chunk boundaries. Where is the chunks? And I've explained chunks before, I think. So, yeah. So go ahead and try to find that video. I don't remember which one it was in, actually. So if you can find it before me, well, that would be easy to do because I'm not looking for it at the moment. Anyways, we got here... You know what, actually? This chunk might be a good one to build a quarry in. So I think let's go ahead and chop these trees down. Because we're going to need them chopped down anyways if we're going to set up the quarry. So we might as well chop them down to get the wood we need for the setup as well. And let's actually open the chunk boundaries so that I can see it more clearly. We got some birchwood. We got some birchwood coming here. And how much do we have now? We have 13 birchwood, and we have 10 oak wood. So how many chests does that make? We need... In order to get 9 turtles, we need 9 chests. And in order to get 9 chests, that's 8 wooden planks per chest. Which means that per chest, because 4 wooden planks are made from 1 wooden log, which is what we're collecting now. So, essentially, essentially, our axe is broken. So, essentially what happens is... We need 2 wooden logs per chest, and seeing as we need 8 chests because we already have one, that means we need 16 logs. Let's go ahead and actually convert these. Oh, actually we have enough now. Nice, okay, and we have enough for later as well. So let's grab a couple of saplings while we're at it, and yep, we got some saplings. So let's go ahead and head back down. Get rid of that. Oh, there we go. And let's go ahead and... Okay, that's not where I wanted to go, back down. By the way, this hole here, if you're curious why I have a hole here going right down, that is not actually for easy access to the downstairs floors by jumping down. That, although it's useful for that too, but that is actually to let light in, because I don't have enough torches to provide light, so it lets light in because... Essentially... That's another topic, so we'll get to that later. But if you're interested in finding out, then leave a comment, and yeah, anyways. So we got here that, like that, and that. Okay, now we have enough to make chests. We need 9 chests. There we go. 9 chests, and we got leftover wood this time, which is great. So next time we need wood, we don't have to go and chop more trees down. And we got even more leftover wood. And some stone. Let's keep the stone. We might need it. So, alright. So now let's do this properly. So let's go like that. With the computers and the iron and the chests. 5 turtles. Let's go ahead and grab some more stone to make more computers. And the recipe for computers, like that. 5 and 4 make 9, actually, so that's perfect. And then we need the recipe for turtles. I think we're short on iron. Yes, we are short on iron by a little bit. Is there any iron floating around that we are unaware of? That is the next question, and I don't think so, because I think... Oh, actually, wait. 6. No, actually, we need 7. 1 iron short. 1 iron short. That's unfortunate. Up the hill. That's kind of obvious. And let's see. We have our iron stashed in different places. That one I've already taken it out of. And let's go ahead. We only need 1 iron. Oh, we need this thing. Why is this? Oh, it's because... Wait, why is this not running? Oh, the turtle's not putting buckets in it because we turned the turtle off because the engine was going to explode with the turtle running. So let's go ahead and stick that down there. It'll send it back through our system. And nice. Okay, now we can get the 1 piece of iron. Oh, actually, we already have it. Okay, now we go down, and now we check out the last turtle, and then we start making the program, which is fairly easy to do, I think. I haven't actually made it yet, but I don't think it's very hard. So... in go all the things that we don't need, except we do need some coal. Let's get 18 coal, I think. 1 for each turtle, and then 1 extra. So, like that, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Stick that in. There we go. Now we have the coal that we need, the turtles that we need. Let's go ahead and head back downstairs. So, to deflood the basement... the first step is to set up a row of turtles, and then the second step is to send them along their way. So let's go ahead and set up the row of turtles. I think what we're going to have to do is... oh, grab the pickaxe to get rid of cobblestone. I think what we're going to... excuse me, getting tongue-tied all over the place. That's unfortunate. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to set up the turtles above the water to make them easier to work with, and then send them into the water later. So let's go ahead and do that right here. Looks like a good place to do that. Turtle, 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 turtle. Get rid of... oop, wrong button. Get rid of more cobblestone. And place more turtles. Turtle. Turtle. Oh, and a little bit more cobblestone to go. Nice, okay. So, the next step is to program them, which is actually fairly easy. So what we want to do... the other thing is to get them in sync, because we don't have wireless modems for them yet. We don't have the materials for that. And we need them to go at the same time, because if one gets ahead of the others, and then it's going through, and then the water closes in behind it, and then the other one comes, it's not going to be of any help. So essentially what we need to do is we need to get them going at the same time. Now, the way I want to do that is with redstone, and I'm just realizing this is going to be a problem. And what particularly is going to be a problem is the fact that we have cobblestone down underneath the turtles. So they're going to go... so the idea that I'm going for, I don't know if I explained this, I'm going to have the row of turtles go one over that way, and then one down, and then all the way back, and then down, and then all the way over, and then down, and every time they pass through a water block, they replace it, and like that. So actually we hardly have any cobblestone down there. That's good to know. So let's get this broken. Let's actually get where we won't keep jumping out of the water, where we can keep actually breaking the cobblestone. 2 of them to break, and then we can set up the turtles. So, for the turtles, come on, break please. Why isn't it breaking? Okay, that's good to know. So, what we're going to do, essentially, we need to get the turtles in sync. And you may have actually thought of this before I mentioned it just now. But the problem is, yeah, that we need to get them in sync. And the question. Okay, I'm gonna drown before the cobblestone breaks. Come on, break, 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 break faster, break faster. Okay, it's broken. Nice. And now I can't get up. Great job. Okay, let's go ahead and find some other way out. Like, perhaps back here would work. So anyways, the idea is to get them in sync, we need... Oh dear. Gonna drown again. Come on, break. Break, 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 break. Break faster, break faster, break faster, break faster. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Don't let me, that's not what part of the plan was today. Come on, come on, come on. Break, 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 break. Is it gonna break in time? I don't actually know if it's gonna break in time. Yes, it broke in time. Come on, get out. No, no, no. Okay, nice. Okay, we got out in time. Whew, that was slightly dangerous. So to get them in sync, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up redstone. So essentially the turtles are going to listen for a redstone signal, and as soon as they get a redstone signal, they're going to move. Redstone is instant, so as soon as we flick the lever, which is not here yet, then the redstone, which is also not here yet, will all light up, and the turtles will all start at once. So that's the idea. So let's go ahead and go upstairs and grab the redstone that we need and the lever. And then let's go ahead and start doing that. And the program shouldn't take very long to make. Let's see. Grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 redstone. And we need some levers. That would be a stick, which is some planks. And that would be cobblestone, which we already have. Stick and cobblestone, lever and redstone, and there we go. And we don't need this extra stick. So let's go down, back down. We've done these stairs quite a few times, but you know, we're gonna do them again. It would actually help to get something faster, but I don't know of anything faster at the moment. Actually, if you have any ideas for faster ways to get up, then let me know. This hole is obviously a very fast way to get down, as long as you don't, like, die or something. But, yeah, I don't know how to get up faster than stairs, so if you have any ideas, that would be great. Anyway, so we need this redstone here, and you can see it's already connecting to the turtles. So they will hear as soon as the redstone calls for them to move. And as you can see, we flick that, and instantly the entire thing is on, which you actually can't see because there's a block in the way. There we go. Let's oh, and I need to back up over here. There we go. So you can see as oil. Uh-oh, what am I doing? Okay, I need to place a block. Okay, we just got rid of part of our redstone because oil got in the way. So I guess I won't be doing that again. Let's replace that, and let's get up here. There we go. So as you can see, anyways, you get the idea. You still can't see it, but you get the idea that the whole thing lights up at once. So anyways, let's go ahead and no programs, as there should be. Edit, and let's do deflood basement. There we go, let's call it that. So we want it to, first thing is check for a redstone signal. And then as soon as it gets a redstone signal, we want it to go forward until it hits the wall, and then go down, and then go back. You know what, actually I'm just noticing a problem with that. If there's ever a hole in the wall, like you can see there, the turtle will actually go inside that and then hit the wall. If we tell it to check for is there a wall there. So that's not going to work. So what we need to do actually is just tell it how many blocks to go. The quarry is a 9x9, so it's very nice. So let's actually send it forward first. So what I'm going to do is essentially line these turtles up with the edge here. So that first move is they go down, and then they go back over, and then we can count the spaces and then have them on repeat. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's just tell it go forward. Out of fuel. Nice. Okay. 2 there. Refuel. And now Oh, actually refuel again because it didn't grab all of it. Now go forward. There we go, and we just need to do that for all of the turtles. 1, 2. Refuel all. And again. Refuel all. And again. Refuel all. And it would help if I actually put the coal in there. So anyways, that's the idea. I've been thinking about how to... Actually, what I should have been thinking about over the days and the weeks is probably how to actually type and talk at the same time. If you are able to do that, you're amazing, basically. I don't know how you do that. But if you have any tips for how to type and talk at the same time, then let me know. That would be much appreciated, but it's not an easy skill to do. Refuel all. Oh, it would help if I put the coal in. There we go. And that's a trick. I don't know if you know this, but I don't know if I said this before, but essentially, if you're on the screen like that, you can press the up arrow, and it gives you the previous command that you just did. So it's a nice way to redo whatever command you just did before. So that's nice. Refuel all. And stick these in, and like that. There we go. Now we have the full complement of fuel in every turtle. And go forward. So, well, I was going to say something when I interrupted myself. Oh yeah, I was thinking about the series. No, we already did the refueling. I was thinking about the series. And our next goal, our easiest goal to go for, is probably to go forward. Our easiest goal to go for first is probably to get automated production of like all materials. So that's what we're going to go for first. So in order to do that, I'm going to use, unless you have a better idea or just whatever, I'll probably do this anyways, but anyways, I'm going to use an AE2 system, which is from the Applied Energistics mod, which is the mod that I'm flashing on and off there. But essentially, we're going to use that is the plan. Go forward. And I'm hoping that that combined with Minecam would make an easy way to begin the automation process of everything. Of course, we need to actually get the materials, because Minecam doesn't work without materials to like start it with. Go forward. You can convert materials between all kinds of things, but you essentially, like, you need actually something to start with Minecam. So we're going to need to create some sort of farm to get some materials in the first place for Minecam to convert, and then use AE2 to take it from there and like automate it and stuff. And then that's going to be our first goal done. So that's where we're going to be moving in the near future. As soon as we get the well, hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, as soon as we get the base like fixed up so that we can actually use it, then that would be great. So now the turtles are in place. So now we can just tell them to move down as the first step. So let's go ahead and fill in the cobblestone so that the redstone can be moved. And did I drop one down into the void? No, I didn't. That's good. So let's go ahead and set up the redstone again. Now we have the turtles in the right place. So now it's just simply a matter of tell the turtle to go down, and then go back 9, and then go down, and then go back forward 9. It is actually 9 that direction. Yeah, it is. Okay. So let's go ahead and edit deflood basement. So what we're going to do, I want this program. Okay, I'll write the simple program, and then work on loops and stuff after. So if turtle if redstone, sorry, if redstone dot get input, and then we need to tell it the side back is true. Then do all this stuff, and let's put an end so that it knows where to end it. So if redstone.getInput on the back is true, then do all this stuff, and we want it to go down, and then go back 9. Actually, not back 9, because it's currently here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right here. 7, 8. Back 8, because it's already taking up the 9th spot. So we want it to move back turtle dot... what was it? I forget what it was called. Go? No. Turtle dot... Oh, it's just the name. Okay, turtle dot down. Turtle dot down is the first thing we want it to do. Then turtle dot... back. There we go. Forgetting the names of the commands. And we want this in a repeat loop. So, repeat loop, we've done this before, actually. But you know what? I might as well explain it right now in case you're new to the series or something. So, this essentially, what we're doing at this point is called a for loop. So, we're essentially getting so I'll type it in first. For I equals 1, 2, 8. Do. And so essentially what happens is anything inside this for loop will be done if the conditions are right. And it will, like, keep repeating. So essentially for... Oh, and I forgot the equals. For I equals 1 to 8 do. So essentially what it will do is when it gets to that line, it will set I to 1, and then it will do the thing. And then it will repeat again. So it will do the thing down to this end here. And then it will repeat back up here, set I to 2, and go down and do the loop and stuff. And it'll keep doing that until I equals 8. And then as soon as I equals 8, it's like, oh, done. And so then it doesn't do the stuff inside, and it just keeps going. So that's the idea. And it's really nice, actually. It's very useful because you can tell it how many times to do something. So that's what we're doing. And... so let's go ahead and do that. So it goes down, then it goes back, then it goes turtle dot down again, and then turtle dot forward. And we want that one actually in a for loop as well. For I equals 1 to 8 do. Indent it so that it looks cleaner. And... end. There we go. Alright. And that should be what we wanted. So, it checks for redstone. Then, as soon as it gets a redstone signal, it goes down, it goes back, it goes down, it goes forward. And then we want this whole thing repeating. Not quite. Okay. We want, if it gets a redstone signal, then we want it to repeat this for as many times as it needs until it reaches the bottom. So, well, and let's do something like 0 equals 0. So as many times as it checks this and 0 is equal to 0, then it will do this code that's inside. And of course 0 is always equal to 0. So it will just keep doing that, and we'll have to turn it off when it gets to the bottom. So it'll keep repeating this after it gets a redstone signal. But here's the other thing, is that this redstone input here is actually, like, it'll check once and then stop checking. So we need the whole thing in a loop. While 0 is equal to 0, do, and then set an end down at the bottom. End. And now, this should work, except for we need a delay, because otherwise it will say, let's put in like 0.1. Otherwise it will say, oh, this loop is going too fast, and it, like, with no breaks, and so it's gonna end up killing the program. So we got that there. That is the completed program. So it's actually a very simple program, as I was saying. But the trouble is now that we need to get that onto all of the other turtles. Now, ComputerCraft actually makes a very easy way to do this that we're going to try right now. We haven't actually used this before. Another thing that we haven't used before is pocket computers, which are very nice, actually. So, we're going to probably do that at some point. But not yet. Actually, what do they require? The basic one requires a golden apple. That's a lot. And the more advanced one requires more golden apples and more gold. Okay, so we'll get to that maybe in the future. Hopefully. But anyways, floppy disks is what we're looking for. So we need a floppy disk drive, which is just 2 redstone and some stone, which is easy to get. And we need some floppy disks, which, oh, paper and redstone, that is nice and easy. Is there a better way to get it? No. Okay, so let's go get paper and redstone, and let's get the floppy disk and the floppy disk drive. And then as soon as we have those, then we'll be good to go. We'll just go ahead and copy the program onto the other turtles, which is easy to do, and then we just need to run it, and then we're doing well. So we need some stone, like that, and grab a disk drive. Oh, we need some redstone. Grab a disk drive. There we go. We only need 1. Pick that up, and pick that up. And that's a trick if you didn't know. You can actually, if you have items scattered around, if you hover over an item of the same type, so this is stone all over the place, if you hover over an item of the same type and double click it, then it will search everywhere for other items of that type, and it will like gather them all together. So that's really nice. Anyways, so we got there a disk drive, and we currently need paper and redstone. Paper is 3 sugarcane. So let's go ahead and grab some paper and stick the sugarcane back in. And we already have the redstone. And like that. We only need 1, please. And that's good. Now we can head back down. Do I have anything valuable on me that I'm going to lose? No, except for the stone. We should put the stone away. And we're almost done this project here. So I'm debating whether next to work on getting like infinite resources. Actually, the next thing we need to do, like the next step at least, is to fix those minechem machines. There's a bug where every time you open the interface, it reduces the power that's inside them. So we'll need to make it automatic so that doesn't happen. Anyways, there we go with our disk drive. And save, exit, and copy. And what's it called? I don't know what it was called. It's deflood basement. Copy deflood basement to disk slash, let's just give it a simple program name because we'll have to type this every time. Disk slash high, let's say. So that's that. Now on this disk it says high. And let's go ahead and break this and stick it over the next turtle. And we just need to do this. Oh, actually, we need to first stick that in there. And now let's copy disk slash high. Should be there. Why is it not there? Is it there? Directory. Check the disk. It's not there. Why is our program not there? Did I do something wrong? I must have done something wrong. Perhaps not ejected it properly. I don't know. Let's see. Floppy disk. Let's go check this out. Check the directories. Disk. Okay, it didn't copy. So copy. Let's do that again. Copy deflood basement to disk slash high. And check the directory on the disk again. Yes, it's there. Okay. I don't know why it didn't work before. But anyways, we're good to go. Let's make sure it's still there once we move this. You know what? It might have been easier to make multiple disk drives. because then we wouldn't have to keep replacing it all the time. I don't know. Check the directory on the disk again. Yes, it's there. Okay, now we can do it. Copy. I don't know why it didn't work before. That's odd. There we go. Copy like that. And now we need to get rid of that. Break that. Get rid of this stone, because it's going to be in the way. Cobblestone, rather. Now we're on to the third turtle, and let's keep going. And I'll be back, assuming I remember to edit this, actually. I'll be back once I get this done. Alrighty, so we are good to go. We got the turtles currently with all the programs installed. So next thing we need to do is just simply to restart them so that we clear any extra variables or anything, and then we need to run hi. Oh, because it's not hi, because this turtle was the first one where we had the long name. D-Flood Basement. There we go. So that's running. And now this one, we need to run hi again. Hi is just simply a simple name. Actually, we don't even need to restart it, do we? We don't have any variables in the program, except for I. But I is reset every time. So let's just go around there and continue starting all the turtles. Alright, so all the turtles are running. So what we should see is that as soon as I flick this lever, the turtles should all leave and start heading down and start clearing out the water. So that is the idea. Hopefully it actually works. 3, 2, 1, go! Yes, it works! The turtles are all moving as roughly a row. They're sort of a little bit zigzagged, but that's okay. And you can see that it's working everywhere except the side there. Why is it not working there? Let's see about that. Let's get rid of this water there. And then, next thing, we can continue filling in the... We can continue filling in the staircase, which I'm going to do, actually, in between episodes, if I remember to do it. So, here we go. There's filling in the sides of the thing, and then we can see what the turtles are really doing down there. It seems very successful, whatever they're doing. We got a little bit more to fill in. Oh yeah, you can see it's like they're really clearing out the whole thing. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and swim in this water so that I can see more closely where the source of the problem actually is. So, nice! So you can see this whole area, just like that, is clear because of the turtles running through the water. So I think that system works so well that I'm actually going to use that system again for the next quarry when we go to dig that out. So that was really exciting. You know, actually, this could be modified a bit to do an actual, like, quarry thing with turtles. That would be fun. There's an idea. Anyways, so we currently are in the dark, down underground, and we currently have the turtles. I don't know if you can see this. Actually, I didn't bring any torches. That's unfortunate. But we currently have all the turtles are in various places around here because they each hit the bedrock at a different time. But the water is completely gone. So that's really nice. So, yeah, so that's good. So essentially, we're going to head back up, and in between episodes, I'm going to try to fill in the floors with cobblestone. And let's go ahead and head back up, and I think the easiest way to do that is terminate the program and go up, let's say 40. Why not? Out of fuel, that would be why not. How about you? Are you out of fuel too? Let's check this out. Go up 40. You are out of fuel too. Okay, everybody's out of fuel. So I guess I won't be getting up easily. Anyways, so that's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and in between episodes, I'm gonna be filling in the floor. And that's gonna be that. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. I kind of feel like it... Hello? Get out of my head! Where are we? There we are, okay. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I kind of feel like it didn't go as well as I was hoping. Kind of ran out of things to say there for a while. But anyways, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video anyways. And if you have any suggestions, as always, you can leave them in the comments, and that'd be great. But anyways, so next time we're probably... I don't actually know if I'm gonna be filling in the floor. Can I see up there? Yeah. I don't actually know if I'm gonna be filling in the floor between episodes or not. Depends what we're gonna be doing. But we might head straight on to, like, creating a farm for resources, or, like, infinite farm. Or if we, do something else. I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and see you later. Bye-bye!